Hi, this is Jason Gill and welcome to this presentation on how to grab more leads and sales with Google AdWords in under 30 minutes. So as I said, my name is Jason Gill and I've run AdWords campaigns for my businesses and shared AdWords marketing techniques since 2008, and I've achieved the top 5% ranking globally for campaigns that I've run. So today I'm going to cover the 460% improvement you can make immediately in your AdWords campaigns, the most common and costly mistakes most AdWords users make and how to avoid them, how to reduce costs, improve your quality score, increase your click-through rate, and get more leads for your business, and why AdWords is important for your business, and the correct way to set up AdWords for success. So why should you consider AdWords for your business? Why is it important? Well, Google search now processes over 40,000 search queries every single second. Every single minute, there are nearly 2.5 million searches. I'm sure there soon will be. And 3.5 billion searches every single day, which equates to 1.2 trillion searches every single year, and many of those searches are for products and services, and many of those searches are for local businesses like your opticians, your dentist, your garage, your tire shop, businesses like that need customers, and Google search can deliver those customers if you can set up your Google AdWords campaigns in the correct way and you're showing up. So here's an example of a Google search, a typical Google search. We've typed in plumbers in Dorset, and Dorset is in the UK. It's on the south coast of the UK if you're interested. And if you're ever over this way, then do give me a shout. Maybe we can hook up for a coffee. Now, in all seriousness, we've got this is a typical page, and at the top we've got the premium spots, and you can see at the top here they say add, and add. So these are the premium spots, and when you're in the premium spots, you can have these extensions here, add extensions, which gives you more space, more property on the screen. And this one here in the middle, they've actually set up an extension for a telephone number as well. So if you just want to, so for example, they're in a better position than the other two, in as much as a lot of people, if maybe they're after an emergency plumber, well, they've done the search, bang, they're just going to type in the number. Down the right hand side here, we've got the 8 ads also. These are all ads down here, down on the right hand side. There are 8, they're cut off there, but you can see there will be 8 ads, and these are all Google ads as well. Underneath these premium ads here, we've got the search net, with the organic search, where they're showing because of keywords that are on the websites. And below these, we've also got the Google My Business, which used to be called Google Local. So these are the ads for the local businesses. They've put their details onto Google Local or Google My Business, and so their details are showing up here. So if you were just continuing this thought, if you were a business, if you were a plumber and you're in Dorset, and somebody's got in their mind that they need a plumber, and the first thing perhaps they're going to do is that it's unlikely, if you need a plumber quickly, that you're going to just ask a friend. So let's assume that they need a plumber. They haven't got a recommendation, so they type it in. It's in their mind. They type it in. If you're not showing up here, then you may as well not exist. These people, these plumbers, have set up their ads, and when homeowners in Dorset, or business owners possibly in Dorset, want a plumber, these guys show up. These people are in the best possible position to get a call from a potential customer, and hopefully in time maybe some repeat business as well. So they've invested in Google AdWords, and they're going to be deriving business from these ads. So let's move on now to the most common and costly mistakes that most people make when they are setting up Google AdWords for the first time, or maybe they've been running it like this for a while and they're wondering why they're not getting the results that they'd hoped for or heard that could be achieved from Google AdWords. So what we've done is we've created a fictional business called Rita's Boutique, and what Rita, she's got a lovely little boutique shop and she sells beautiful women's clothes. She's invested in a website. She's got a graphic designer. She spent a few £1,000s getting this beautiful website created, and she's got beautiful pictures on there, and she's sweated over the text that runs alongside each product on the website. So she's now thinking, right, well, I need to be driving some business to this website. So what she's decided is she's going to set up an AdWords campaign, and so she's looked at her product, her inventory, all the products that she sells, and she's put all the keywords, as you can see them all down on the left hand side here, all the keywords into an ad group. So she's got silk scarves, blouses, silk blouses, women's trousers, handbags, and right down to swimsuits and bikinis and jewelry, and they're all in her ad group. And then she's created an ad and thought, oh well, it's Rita's Boutique, let's create an ad. Let's create this ad. Let's put some nice wording on there saying what we do. Well, we sell the best fashions for women at amazing prices. And she's hoping now that with all these keywords and this ad that she can send people to her website. So she's sending them all to her homepage, and she's hoping she's going to generate business from this AdWords campaign. Well, this is not the correct way to set up her AdWords campaign, and it's highly unlikely she's going to get the kind of results that Rita's hoping for with setting it up like this. I can tell you now, she's not going to get a good return on investment. And if anybody does click on her ad, they're going to have a hard time finding exactly what they want. So, for example, let's take an example. Somebody who's a perfect customer for Rita. They want a beautiful green silk scarf. So they go onto Google, they type in green silk scarves, and a load of ads come up. A lot of them will say, a few of them maybe will say green silk scarves. The people that have done it right their ads will say green silk scarves. And Rita's ad shows up, Rita's Boutique, okay, amongst other ads that say green silk scarves. But for whatever reason, this particular person clicks on Rita's ad. And when they do that, Rita, because of the relevance between her keywords down the side and her ad, is paid perhaps 3, 4, maybe 5 times more for that click than one of her competitors. But they've clicked on it and they've gone to her website, but they've gone to the home page. So now that person searching for green silk scarves has landed on the home page, and now what do they have to do? Well, they've got to find the page that says that tells them all about green silk scarves. So they look for they go through the drop down menus, and there's a search function on there. So they search for green silk scarves. They find a link that shows them silk scarves, and eventually they find the green silk scarves. Well, in all honesty, Rita has made this 5, maybe 10 times harder than it needs to be. And if they ever get to the checkout, it'll be amazing. Most people will have hit the back button, will have given up partway through this process. And Rita, unfortunately for Rita, she's made this so difficult for herself. She's not going to get the return on investment that she'd hoped from Google AdWords, and she's certainly not making it easy for her customers. They need to be going from thought to action to result as quickly as possible. So let's move on, and I'll show you how Rita can improve this for her business and for her potential customers, how she can make this a lot easier and start saving herself a lot of money on click costs. So this is the right way for Rita to set up her campaigns, her ad groups. So what she would do is she would create an ad group for green silk scarves for her boutique. Okay, and she would put within this ad group, she would call the ad group green silk scarves. She would put in the ad group keywords for green silk scarves, so that when somebody's searching, when the potential customer is searching, they type in green silk scarves and it triggers an ad for green silk scarves. Okay, so the keywords say green silk scarves. The ad now is all about green silk scarves. Okay, the description, the heading is green silk scarves, the description green silk scarves, and the fact that she can deliver them fast. And as you can see here, the URL now, this is the display URL, but the actual URL, which is hidden behind, will take them to a landing page on Rita's beautiful website that's all about green silk scarves. So straight away you can see we've cut out a lot of the effort, the work, and this result for everyone is going to be better. It's better for Google because the relevance of what Rita's doing is she's putting in keywords for green silk scarves, and the ad is showing green silk scarves. So Google will feel confident that the customer who's searching is going to get what they want. So the customer is going to type in green silk scarves, ad's going to show, and they're going to go to a page on green silk scarves. Rita is focusing in on customers that want green silk scarves, and she can see with all her ad groups, in amongst all her ad groups, that there's whether or not green silk scarves is a good ad group to be investing in. Maybe she needs to raise her budgets. If there's a large demand for green silk scarves and she's getting good return on investment. Okay, so straight away she's targeting people looking for green silk scarves. So that's the smart way to set up an ad group, and this is how you should be setting up your ad groups. You need to be narrowing it down to what your customer is looking for. You need to take a step back from what you're doing. Don't try and get everyone. You need to be looking and saying, right, okay, for example, I'm a photographer and I am looking for family portraits. So if you're looking for families in your local area, first of all you'd set up the local targeting, and then you would be putting in keywords for family portraits in whatever your town is. They would be your keywords. Your ad would say something similar, family portraits in and your town, and you would send them to a relevant landing page on your website that shows happy customers and the service you can offer for families looking for family portraits in your local area. Okay, so you're cutting out all of the hard work and you're making the selling easy. So let's move on to an example of a nearly perfect ad group and the way you should be doing it. Okay, so this is an example ad group, and it's for a printing company, and this printing company, they like most printing companies, they sell pretty much everything. They'll sell your business cards, your leaflets, your brochures, etc. But they've set up an ad. They've separated out all of their different ad groups, and this particular ad group is for receipt books, printed receipt books. But not just any printed receipt book. This is a printed receipt book where a customer can get it personalized. So what the customer would want is their logo, their own personal details. I mean, obviously this customer could go to the shop and buy one off the shelf, and it would just be a generic one. But this particular customer that this printing company wants to serve has a desire to have their own personalized receipt book with their logo on. So the keywords say just that, receipt book with logo. Okay, and you can see the ad at the top here says the same thing, receipt books with logo. And the description, customized receipt book printing, low prices, UK delivery, buy now. There's your call to action, buy now. And the keywords are in that ad group. So you can see here, let's run along. We can see they've had 103 clicks over a certain period of time. The impressions, this is the number of times the ads have displayed, and when these ads have displayed, this is the click-through rates. Here, this is the column of the click-through rates for each particular type of keyword. We've got Oh, sorry about that. Let's go back. So we've got the modified broad match at the top with the pluses. We've got the exact match in the middle there and the phrase match, and you can see the results from, as we move along, you can see the results from each. The modified is getting more clicks and it's getting more converted clicks. So they've actually got conversion tracking on this website. So in other words, when they've maybe requested a quotation or they've bought, there's a piece of code that says how many of these people that have searched for this keyword have actually converted. Okay, and you can see the average cost per click there and the quality score and the cost they've paid over time here. Okay, and on the average positions here. So they're obviously showing up in position 1 or 2 every time. So they're achieving the premium position for these keywords. So let's have a quick look at the ads. Now bear in mind these are the keywords here. Let's and we can see the ads here. So the ad and the keywords need to be tightly grouped together. They need to be saying the same thing. They're not so this printing company they're not putting an ad saying Rita's printing company or local printing company or top printing company and then putting in keywords for receipt books. No, the receipt book wording or phrases matches the ad. Okay, so the person searching is typing in receipt book with logo because that's what they're after, and an ad is showing for receipt book and logo. Oh, that's what I want. So they click on the ad and it takes them obviously to a landing page on their website that's all about receipt books with logos, and you can tell that because they're getting a good conversion rate on their clicks. So let me show you the ads now. So here we have the ads, and what can we see here? We can see that they've got 2 ads, so they're split testing the ads. So Google enables you to split test ads, which is a beautiful thing. So you can test ads quickly. You can well, I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a second. So let's have a quick look at these. Oh, I've gone into it already. Let's go back. So we've got the two ads here, and we can see that they've had 92 clicks and 62 clicks, and their click-through rate is a whopping nearly 30% for the top ad, and the second ad here is 20% click-through rate, which is superb. And the reason for that is, as I said, keywords, ads, and landing page all tie in beautifully together. So Google is rewarding this printing company for the work they've put in tying everything together tightly. Now, something else I'd like to point out whilst we're on here is that they are displaying these ads on the search network only. Okay, they are not displaying these ads on the display network. They don't want their ads showing up, and neither do you. You don't want your ads mixed between display network and search network. These ads are for the search network, and the search network is what we looked at earlier with the 3 for the plumbing, the Dorset plumbing companies. That's the search network. The display network is, for example, forums and blogs and websites where ads can be displayed. Okay, and if you're going to run ads for that, which you may well want to, you want to set those up separately. They need to be, again, a separate thing. So this printing company, as I say, is displaying only on the search network. If yours says display network as well, then you're doing it incorrectly, and I urge you to set it up for the search network only. That's something you can check in the settings, under the settings tab over here. Okay, so let's go back to these 2 ads. So we've got the top one here with a click-through rate of 28.48%, which is incredible. 30%, nearly 30% click-through rate. Okay, so what they would do here is they would split test these ads, which they're doing, and they haven't achieved this. They haven't just got lucky. This company, they have diligently over time split tested these 2 ads, and they've They've looked at which one is failing, isn't achieving such a high click-through rate. So this one here, for example, what this printing company will do next is they will write another ad, and it'll probably be similar to the top one, and they'll pause this one here, and they will run a second ad and try and beat this first one. And that's the beauty of AdWords, is that you can do that. You can keep trying to beat your best ad and improving on your quality score and your click-through rate, and increasing the number of people that click on your ads, land on your website, and turn into customers. Now, it's incredible that Google has created something so incredible that you can do that within 24 hours. You can see which ad is performing better than another. If you were doing direct mail, that might take a few weeks for you to be able to split test sales letters or postcards, but with Google AdWords you could do this almost immediately. Within 24 hours you can get a winning ad, pause the one that comes in second, and create a new ad and try and beat your best performing ad. So now let's have a look at another example, and this is again for the same printing company, and they got a 460% improvement on these two ads. This is what happened when they were just starting out creating ads for their printing company, and this is for headed paper, letterhead printing. So they've created again another ad group, and this is for letterheads, and they've put the keywords in, and it would be letterhead printing, and then they've created these two ads within this ad group called letterhead printing to tie up with the keywords. And you can see this one on the left here has got a click-through rate of 1.35%, and the cost per click is £2.78. But they've run at the same time. They haven't just put one ad in their ad group, they created a second one with different wording. Now the heading's the same, but can you see here that they've created a description that's slightly different to the first ad? And though the theme is pretty much the same, the results are completely different. There's an incredible distance between the two results here. But the theme of these, top value on letterhead printing, is the first line on the first ad. On the second one, high quality letterhead printing. Well, the theme's the same. Second line, low prices, free delivery, buy now. Second ad, great prices, fast UK delivery. Okay? The results, though the theme is the same, the results are completely different. We've got a 7.56% click-through rate on this second ad. And the cost per click is only 61 pence instead of £2.78. So by split testing their ads, they can reinvest the saving in more ad groups, more campaigns, and they're going to get more for their money over the month by being able to run more ads, create more ad groups, and keep split testing ads. But we've got a 460% click-through rate improvement. So this is what I urge you to be doing with your ad groups and your campaigns, is to be split testing, is to separate out keywords. Don't try and target everyone. Don't say I'm a local plumber and then put loads of plumbing keywords in your campaign or your ad group. No, split it down. It could be boiler repairs, it could be tap fixing, emergency plumber required, whatever it is, but split them all out and create ads to go with those keywords into separate ad groups. And then start split testing the ads and sending people to the relevant pages for whatever they're searching for on the website. Okay, and you too can start seeing dramatic. I mean, this isn't uncommon to see these kind of results. So I urge you to start to start looking at making these changes within your campaigns and ad groups if you're not already doing so. So we've looked at the 460% improvement that you can make immediately in your campaigns, and the most common and costly mistakes most AdWords users make and how to avoid them. I've shown you how to reduce your costs, improve your quality score, and increase your click-through rate and get more leads for your business. And right at the beginning, I explained how AdWords is important for your business and why, for example, Rita's boutique, for example, she could be selling nationally, so that's not a problem. But if you're a local business, again, there's that plumbing business. He doesn't want people from all over the UK or nationally. He wants local businesses, and they're making it work in that way when people are putting up the searches, and they're just doing local location targeting with their campaigns. They've set it up in that way. So that's why AdWords is important for your business, because if you're not showing up, you may as well not exist. And the correct way to set up your AdWords for success. So let me ask you a question. Maybe you're watching this because you're just started out in AdWords, or you're looking to start AdWords, and you're looking maybe for some ideas and some supervision to fast track the results that you can get. Maybe you've found AdWords to be costly in the past, and you want to give it a go because you know you're missing out. Or maybe you're just simply looking for some best practice techniques. Maybe you're an AdWords user who wants more success, and you're looking for some ideas. Maybe you want to bring your costs down with AdWords, or you want to dramatically increase the number of leads that you're getting from AdWords, and you're wondering how to go about that. So let me ask. What would it mean to your business if, for example, you were spending here, say £500 a month, and you could get 2.5 times the return on the investment that you were making? Well, that would generate what was it, £1,250 worth of new sales every month for your business. Or if you're spending £500 a month and you were getting a return on investment of, say, 5 times, you would generate £2,500 in new sales every month for your business. And that's not unusual. That's not unusual if you're setting up correctly. And something else I'd like to point out is that for many AdWords users, these new customers that you're creating, that you're bringing to your business, if you're doing a good job, they will become repeat business. They will come back time and again. So your business is going to grow exponentially. It's like a snowball. You've invested, say, £500 or £100 in AdWords every month. You've allocated that fund, and you will keep running your ads and improving your ads and your campaigns and your ad groups, and that money's there. But any new customers you pick up along the way is just going to grow your business time again, because these people are going to come back and again and again and again. And maybe you've got a follow-up campaign, and you'll maybe sending out a brochure once they've become a customer, explaining the other services that you've got. So you've got that additional marketing pillar working with your business. Okay, so what would it mean to your business to get AdWords sorted, to get it under control? Well, here's a solution for you. It's a product that I've created. It's called the AdWords Rocket, and it's video tutorials and strategies, and it's more explanations like this on how to improve your Google AdWords campaigns for your business. Okay, and within there are a number of video tutorials, and we've also got access to a monthly Q&A webinar and access to monthly marketing webinar, which talks about other aspects of marketing for business owners. And there's also a support forum, a Facebook group where you can get quick answers to your questions. One of the concerns you may have, well, what if I buy this and I'm not completely satisfied? Well, we offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got the chance to say this I've tried this, it hasn't worked for my business, I'm not happy. Then simply let us know, and you'll get all your money back. Okay, we're not we're not in the business of making unhappy customers. We want happy customers. We want people and business owners that are growing their businesses through AdWords. Okay, so for a limited time, you can get for $39.95 every single month the support from our team and the complete AdWords Rocket course. So if you're on the website, then go to the AdWords Rocket page. If you're watching this somewhere else, then it's www.themarketingrocket.com/AdWords Rocket. Okay, now AdWords can generate incredible sales for businesses. I know, I've done it for my customers and for my own businesses, and it's an incredible tool if you can get to grips with it, and you can learn, and you can bypass all the you fast track yourself on the learning, and you can cut out the mistakes that others have made and I've made over the years of using this incredible tool. So I hope we hear from you sooner, and we can welcome you to the AdWords Rocket community. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've learned something. So take care, and thank you very much. Now, I've estimated the value of this course for you. We've got all the how-to videos and the strategies and the secrets to increase your sales leads, so you're fast tracking your path to success. And I've estimated it because typically these packages are around about £1,500. So I've estimated it £1,500 for the videos and the monthly Q&A coaching and the support webinar. Again, estimated around about £500, and access to the monthly marketing webinar, again £500, and the support forum £250. Now, what I want to point out is that though I've put that figure together, one idea alone can transform a business. One technique, maybe it's one of the techniques I've just shown you here. You can start by doing that, and then there are more and more ideas that you can use to get really good at AdWords, reducing your cost, increasing your quality score, driving businesses, customers to your business, and growing your business. And then with the marketing webinar, we can be talking about how you can create follow-up campaigns to generate additional sales and things like that, so that customers they learn more about your business and things like that. Now, one idea could be worth tens of thousands of pounds. But that said, this campaign, this product, we've got a special offer. And if you're watching this now and you sign up today, you can get the complete AdWords course for just £297. That's all of the videos, and then there is an ongoing support. There's ongoing support for you, and that is just $39.95 a month. And so the AdWords course, the AdWords Rocket course is £297. That's for all the videos, and tied in with that is ongoing support to answer your questions and to give you more information. Because you know what it's like, you learn something and then lots and lots of questions all start coming across, and you don't understand something and you want some ideas, and you get into the zone, and you start getting fanatical about your campaigns, and you've got questions. So we've got this ongoing support for you. And so you would get, for the $39.95 every month, you get for as long as you want. Sorry, I should mention, you're not tied into any contract. It's just, it's $39.95 a month for as long as you want to remain a member. Okay, and that's an ongoing Q&A, coaching and support webinar every month, monthly marketing webinars, and online support forum for your quick answers. Okay, so if you've got a question and you want it now, you go on the support forum, the Facebook group, ask a question, and either myself or maybe one of the members can give you a quick answer to your question. Okay, so you're not hanging around wondering. You don't have to pour through books to get these answers. Okay, but this is available for a limited time, and so